Hey Derek, how's it going? Just looking at your shot here. Let's take a look.
I liked her as well.
Oh, here, listen, but don't worry. I know someone who'd be perfect for you. She's desperate and she has real trouble hanging on to men because she's clinically depressed.
Have you got a number?
I do actually. I think it's in my phone.
I'm being sarcastic because I don't want to go out with a psychopath.
Really, really great stuff. Great animation. So good, in fact, that I'm not even going to comment on it. The notes that I wanted to give are essentially based on the performance of the piece. One note I had on staging, which there's something about a lot of these shots that, especially this one here, I feel could be in tighter. You know, like I I'd want to see like less of over here. You know, kind of like maybe you know get in on her a little bit more, something like that. Maybe even up here. Um, just to tighten it up a bit. I think it feels like there's too much distraction around, and if we were more intimate with her, with just a little bit of him showing, I think it would be better. I think some of the other shots are kind of like that too. This one could probably, well, be a little tighter, maybe a little less over here. Um, anyway, that's that. The main thing I wanted to say about performance is all the animation is very good, but the performance is a little flat. And what I mean by that is we're lacking that kind of extreme punch, and there's really nothing in the line that dictates that too much. But it almost needs to be brought out a little bit more in exaggeration. I feel where it could use that the most is in her line here.
For you, she's desperate and she has real trouble hanging on to men because she's clinically depressed.
Have you got a number?
I do actually. I think it's in my phone.
I'm being sarcastic because I don't...
Okay. So she says, I like how she says she's real. She's kind of got like that head eye roll. She's real, whatever. But when she finishes the line on clinically depressed, I think it needs a little bit more. It needs like, well, let me see what the line is again.
She's desperate and she has real trouble hanging on to men because she's clinically depressed.
She's desperate and she has real trouble keeping on to men because she's clinically depressed. So because right now she's desperate and has real trouble hanging on to men because she's clinically depressed. There's really nothing. I want to see her engage him a little bit more. Like, well, she's desperate. It's either you could do it like at the intro, like, well, she's desperate. Maybe like she's desperate. Oh, hand. Where's the hand? She's desperate. Maybe a little hand gesture or something forward, like a little. She's desperate. Um, she's desperate. I think what I'm trying to say is if she pumped that up a little bit more, well, she's desperate, like, oh yeah, I broke up with my girlfriend, or well, I got someone for you. She's desperate, and she has real trouble hanging on to men. Oh no, wait, she's desperate comes at the end. Oh, I'm really screwing this up, aren't I? What is it again? Oh, right, because yeah, so depressed does come. So well, she's desperate, and she has real trouble hanging on to men because she's clinically depressed. You know, have her really sell all these wonderful features about this girl to this dude, and it almost should get more amplified as you go, like, well, she's desperate and she's real trouble hanging on to men because she's clinically depressed, like she's really selling him this because that's the funny bit of the joke or of this line. That's the funny bit, she's really gonna sell this girl to this guy, well, she's desperate and she has real trouble hanging on to men because she's clinically depressed. That sort of. So that's kind of what I would see a little bit more in there, or what I would, if I were to do it or to make a suggestion on it. I think that if you amplify her performance to really sell him this girl, um, it would be funny and it would be a little bit more extreme. That's the only notes that I had, and hopefully it helps in some way. But I hope you're doing good, and it looks great so far. So I would just say amp up that performance a little bit more, and you're golden. So I will talk to you soon. Take care.